Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today's video will do a preview of Arsenal's upcoming match against Brighton. The match will be a Saturday 3 p.m. kickoff. It's going to be a lunchtime kickoff. So yeah, hopefully um, the 3 p.m. kickoffs usually go better for Arsenal than the stupid Monday nights and the Sunday mornings. The Saturday ones usually lunchtime, perfect time for Arsenal to play. But yeah, man, just want to sit down and just basically preview the game. We'll start off with what this game means for us. Okay, look, we just came back from a defeat from Crystal Palace. Okay, a 3-0 deserved defeat from Crystal Palace, and the most important thing is now is we have to bounce back. We have to get that win. Okay, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter how we win. It doesn't matter what the scoreline is. All that matters is we have to get 3 points back on the board to continue our pursuit for top four. And now Brighton, okay, Brighton in the recent few games they haven't been really well. I mean, just look at Brighton's recent games. They in the last 5 games they have lost 4 and drew 1. Okay, and now if you see some of the games, we talk about Norwich, who's a relegation candidate. They really should be beaten. Okay, Tottenham they lost to Liverpool. They lost to 2 defeats that you can't really put too much focus on because they were expected to lose. Newcastle and then Aston Villa. So these are 2 games you could have predicted Brighton do a bit better. In terms of league table, look, Brighton are 13th right now. Um, and now that is where you expect Brighton to be. No one expected much from Graham Potter because when you look at the team he has, it's not the best team. It looks like they did survive relegation, and for Brighton, it's basically they have nothing to play for in the rest of the season. I mean, they're not going to get relegated, and they're probably going to finish from 13th to probably 12th. That is where, they could even finish 11th. So for Brighton, this game doesn't mean too much for them. They're safe from relegation. Um, and for Brighton, that is exactly what they need. They just need to survive relegation. So, in terms of Arsenal coming up against Brighton, you would want Arsenal to come up against a team like Brighton, a team that's on the beach where Arsenal could just capitalize, get the win, and carry on that momentum. I mean, but then we look at some of the recent Arsenal the head-to-head against Brighton. I mean, we've drawn again. We've drawn to them this season 0-0. I remember this game because I thought Brighton were really hard done by. I really think they did outplay us in this game in their stadium, and they were very unlucky they didn't win. Following that, we did beat them 2-0 at the end of the season, and then we beat them, they beat us, and then they beat us again. So it's been a very, we win, they win, we win, they win. So it's been close. Okay, recently it has been close. You can see we beat them 5 times, we've drawn to them 3 times, and they beat us 3 times. So it's not been an easy ride for us. So, but all that matters is we have to go get that win come Sunday, okay? Because we have to carry on our pursuit for top four. And now, obviously, you heard that there has been injuries to some of our key players: Thomas Partey, Kieran Tierney, Tomiyasu, and that's going to have a big effect on the lineup coming up into this game. And that's what's important. We have to get the lineup right. We have a few injuries, but what's important is how we deal with those injuries and how we combat them. Because Brighton, even though Brighton are a poor team, they're still dangerous, and we have to get our lineup pinpoint because, like I said, we cannot drop any points. If we do not beat Brighton, we draw or we lose, we're out of the top four. Because I'm pretty confident Tottenham are going to beat Aston Villa. So the next part of the video, I just wanted to go through my lineup. Well, my predicted lineup, if I was Arteta, what I would go for this match. I would go for a simple 4-2-3-1 formation. Ramsdale in goal, no question about it. Then, in terms of right back, now this is the hard part. A lot of fans are having doubts about, Lokanga. Sorry, not Lokanga, Tavares, which I completely understand. But for me, this lineup, I'll explain my choices. I'll go for Cedric Suarez. With Tomiyasu out, we have no alternative. A lot of fans are saying Ben White to go right back and Rob Holding comes centre back. But I think Rob Holding does well in a 3-man centre back. In a 4-man centre back, he is quite exposed. He doesn't have much pace. He's not good on the ball, and Brighton will catch him out in that game. So right back, I'll go for Cedric Suarez. In my centre back position, it's quite simple. I go for White in this time. No explanation needed. His partner, Gabriel, who I did not feel that had a good game against Crystal Palace and was at fault for the second goal, but hopefully he pulls it up. Now left back, and left back is being a very debated position. Who plays left back? But for me, look, we have to go for the one and only. We have to go for Nuno Tavares. I know a lot of fans are not feeling quite confident with him, But you know, we have to back this guy. You know, I do feel he has been made a scapegoat for that Crystal Palace result, and it wasn't all him. Okay, I promise you, it wasn't all him. There was a lot of other players who performed just as bad as him, who just didn't get criticized because they're probably fan favorites. So for me, I would stick with Nuno Tavares. At home, Arsenal are really good at home. We're usually always attacking. I think that's where he exceeds. He exceeds on attacking, and he exceeds when the momentum are with Arsenal compared to when the momentum isn't with Arsenal. So I'd go for Nuno Tavares. I don't think you can put Saka left back or this Granit Xhaka left back, because then you leave our midfield options with nothing. It just leaves us with Sambi Lokanga. So talk about Lokanga. I'd go for Sambi Lokanga in midfield, partnered with Xhaka. Okay, it's quite simple. Xhaka has the experience that Sambi Lokanga needs to play off. Okay, Sambi Lokanga is really young, and he needs like a person with experience there to guide him. So I think Granit Xhaka is a perfect player. In this game, I do think Granit Xhaka does need to drop back a bit more to help Nuno Tavares. As mentioned before, Nuno Tavares defensively he does have a bit of weakness. In right wing, quite simple, Bukayo Saka, no expansion needed. Center in the cam position, I would go for, if I can find him. Where is he? Where the hell is he? There, Martin Odegaard. Okay, he had a poor game against Crystal Palace, but it's time now for him to pay back. You know, give us a return performance, and hopefully he finds his feet against Brighton. He's still a quality player, and we all know that. Left wing. Now this is where I'm surprised he was even dropped for that Crystal Palace game. Gabriel Martinelli. There is no reason why Martinelli should be on the bench. Absolutely no reason. He has to be continuously playing. I know Smith Rowe, not a lot of people fans like Smith Rowe, but Martinelli, the energy, the drive he has is completely different. Something none of our Arsenal players offer. Now, striker position, which is very debatable. A lot of fans are talking about dropping Lacazette and probably bringing in Nketiah. But for me, it's going to be quite different. But for me, I'm going with Nicolas Pepe up front. I think Nicolas Pepe, that left foot he has, I think he's one of the most clinical strike players we have at Arsenal. I think in terms of finishing, he has one of the best finishings at Arsenal. And I think having Pepe in the team, he can drop in deep, he's good with the ball. I think he would offer something different to what Lacazette has. And also Pepe is fast and he can run behind. Or if that's not the option, I wouldn't mind seeing Pepe switch there, switch to the left wing, and then we see Martinelli up front. I feel having Martinelli up front would just that danger, you know, like Mbappe. I'm not saying he's Mbappe, but you know that danger Mbappe has, that he can continuously like run behind the centre backs, you know, that through ball. I think that's what Martinelli can do, and I think he would be a constant threat. Even though he may not be doing anything, the centre backs might take 1 to 2 step backs because of that presence Martinelli has. So for me, Martinelli and Pepe have to play this game. The way they play, so you could either have Martinelli as a striker or Pepe as a striker. It really doesn't matter. But all I know is these two need to play. They're the only two players that go at the opposition, including Saka. But Martinelli and Pepe, I do feel they have really good end product, and I think for me, them two both need to play. But that's my lineup. Let me know in the comments what your lineup would be, how you're feeling for the game against Bayern. For me, I don't know if Arsenal are going to win, but all I can say is Arsenal need to win. But yeah, let me know in the comments what your predictions for this game. And if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you're new, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.